I'm Josh Thomas. I'll be joined momentarily after a brief lunch break by Stuart Thomas. But we are reachable on the Twitter sphere. You can get me at JT on the cards. That's JT, letters JT on the cards. Or you can text me at 901-218-4139 if there's some information you'd like to pass along, a little helpful background on any of the players, or background on some of the players, or maybe some pronunciations if I've got those wrong. Welcome your comments, feedback. I've now got the HAFTR lineup in front of me, but there's okay. Now we got them both. Now we're good. Now we're cooking with Crisco, ready to go. HAFTR versus Yavneh coming away. 5th place game, Tier 1. Gutman to tip for Yavneh, and they try to get it down low into number 23, Sam Kleiman on the play on the offensive, winning the opening tip. Kleiman into that's number 42, Adam Shore. Remember, he had the big game first day of the tournament, including a slam dunk on a fast break. He gets the early 2. Yavneh up 2-0. This is my first look at HAFTR, so bear with me. It's nice they have the names on the back of the uniforms. That'll make it a little easier. Here's Ben Simone. Ball tipped away from Spivak. Yeah, Mark Spivak, number 2. He kicks it into the corner. Open look for 3 is short. Shooter goes after that was Gelman, Jordan Gelman. Then he nearly gets the loose ball. Ball's on the floor, a little loose, and now I think Carnett is going to get tied up for Dallas, but instead we get a foul on Jordan Gelman. So lineup for the Bulldogs of Yavneh in their black uniforms with red and white trim. We've got Carnett, Kleinman, Itai Gutman, Shore, Adam Shore, and 0 David Rudiman. Same 5 that started most of their games here in Memphis. Here's Carnett, left elbow. Swings it back around to Kleiman. Set up the half-court offense. Dump inside to Gutman. He tries to get to Shore. Shore can't handle it. Falls. Turns the ball over. Here comes HAFTR. Number 11, Ari Barrett. I think a cousin of the Weinbaum Parrots, I'm told. Ball's tipped out of his hands, but they'll maintain possession. Hunting this in. HAFTR. Cousin of the Weinbaum Barretts. There's a lot of New York, Florida connections. We're well aware of that. And here's Ben Simone into the corner. Open look for 3 from Steve. That looked like he might have gotten knocked on the shot. No call. Missed, cleared by Dallas. Here comes Kleiman looking to push the other way. Passes off to Shore. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. We were very impressed with Shore's play on Thursday. I haven't really seen much of Dallas since then, but this is a team that I felt all along was one of the best teams in this tournament. They just ran into a tough matchup with. They lost to Chicagoland on Friday, right? So yeah, they right, yeah, their second game. They were the 8th seed and they played Chicago, and Chicago won. That was a very close game. I remember we were watching. That was going on the other court, kind of a back and forth. Dallas was down by a lot, and they came back, but ultimately came up short. There's Ben Simone at the circle, guarded by Kleiman. Gets it over to Barrett. Barrett at the free throw line, dribbles out under pressure from Gutman. Tries to dump it to a cutting Spivak. Now here's a steal. Carnett looking to drive. His pass over to Kleiman is tipped away, but they'll maintain possession. Carnett parents ate with us Friday night. Lovely people from the Dallas area, and Mr. Carnett's sister from Nashville, Alice, what was her name? Joined us. Can't remember her name. She joined us for dinner. 1 free throw's made. It's 3-0 Dallas. Early going. Just under 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. Stuart Thomas taking a well-deserved break right now to grab a little lunch. Some kind of a turkey burger, perhaps. Oh, and then a 3 from Ari Barrett. ties the ball game up at 3 with 5.5 to play. We'll also have sideline commentary from Noah Thomas from Minnesota. Very helpful, kind of like our eyes on the camera, because we don't get a good look at that. After the miss, the ball goes out of bounds. HAFTR will have possession. Tie ball game after the Barrett's 3 on the other end. It's 3-all. Itamar Ben-Simone on the right of Mark Spivak. Oh, we had a substitution there. I was wrong. A couple of shooters trying to spot up in the corner for the Hawks. White at the defense. Spivak gets it to go, and he'll have another chance for the three-point play opportunity. Mark Spivak, good drive. Foul, I believe, might have been on Carnett. Spivak's attempt to convert the three-point play is no good. Kleiman comes away with the board. Dribbles across the timeline. 5-3 HAFTR lead. They trailed 3-0 to start. Nice drive by Carnett. Goes up and does a nice job of getting that ball off the glass. Good athletes on the Dallas side, and they do a nice job of finishing at the rim. Carnett ties it up at 5-all. Now Spivak. Had a pick from Barrett's, didn't take it. Now he gets the ball, kicks off into the corner. Here's Ben-Simone for a 3 from the elbow. It's nothing but net. Nice shot from Itamar Ben-Simone, the senior guard. And the lead is once again 3, this time for HAFTR, their biggest lead of the game. Then a nice pass from Kleiman to the block to Steinbrecher in the ball game, the senior. Adam Steinbrecher, who scored that. Shore. Kleiman on the bucket. Ties it up. It was a three-pointer. I take my eye off the action there for just a second. Now here on this end, Mark Spivak's 3 is good. Teams trading three-point baskets now. Spivak gives the Hawks a three-point lead again, 11-8, just over halfway done here in the first quarter. Good jump shooting by both ball clubs. Now another 3 from the other side is good from Carnett. Adam Carnett ties it up at 11, and looks like we're going to get a timeout from HAFTR coach Joey Honig. Wants to talk things over. Both teams finding the long-range jumpers available in the early going. It's 11-all with 3:44 to play in the first quarter. I think there's either been 3 or 4 three-pointers already. Teams break their huddles. Again, Adam Steinbrecher has checked in for Dallas. For whose place he took. Rudiman still in the ball game. Trying to figure that out. Barrett comes across the timeline for the Hawks. Crosses over. Pass Steinbrecher. Can't get it to go. Gets his own miss. Misses that, though. 2 chances there for Barrett. Can't get it to go. Kleiman right in the lane. Can't get the layup to go. And then Carnett rises high up to try to get the rebound. Tips the ball out of bounds. Oh, no, I think we're going to get a foul on the rebound. So Carnett drawing the foul with his aggressive attack on the boards. Dallas will maintain possession. Tie ball game at 11. 3:24 to play. Inbound pass is tipped away, but Steinbrecher comes away with it. Couldn't see what happened down there, but here comes a Rudiman. He finds Shore inside. And now Kleiman for a 3. It's good. Lights out right here in the early going for both ball clubs. It was Itai Gutman, by the way, who sat for Dallas. Something that Coach Zimmerman must have seen. He decided he'd go with a little bit of a smaller line. 14-11 Yavneh. Spivak, guarded by Rudiman. Dribbles to his right, takes a long 2 that's good. This is the most impressive display of shooting we've seen so far in the tournament, as Spivak's long 2-pointer just inside the line cuts the lead back to 1. 14-13, Yavneh. Carnett gets it to Rudiman. You see Shore at the top. High post. Now Carnett into the lane. Rudiman, elbow. It's, just off the mark. Looks like it might go. Kleiman now in the corner. Tries to get it to Rudiman, and it's stolen. Here come the Hawks. Spivak, 1-on-3. Takes it there anyway, and then, I don't know, Looks like he might think about calling a charge, but official calls a foul on Carnett. Foul's going to be on the floor. HAFTR will have it along the baseline, trailing by 1. 14-13, Yavneh. Spivak dribbles to his left, guarded by Shore. Now out by the center circle. Over to Ben-Simone. Puts up a little teardrop, can't get it to go. Kleiman goes in, nearly gets out-rebounded by Mike Weissman. The ball comes into the hands of Shore, and then the ball is thrown away by the Bulldogs. Here's Barrett's other way. No numbers, but he takes it in there nonetheless. Goes up the left hand, can't get it to go. Steinbrecher with the rebound. Here comes Carnett for the Bulldogs. Yavneh across the timeline. Game for the 5th place in Tier 1. Good job by Kleiman to corral that pass. Steinbrecher's 3 is too long. Wasn't really in rhythm. The pass kind of found him in an awkward position. Misses the 3 badly. We'll see if David Steinbrecher comes in. Sharpshooting sophomore for Yavneh. 14-13. Spivak's 3 gives the Hawks the lead once again. 16-14. That's his second 3, along with a long 2. And with 1:20 to play in the first quarter, it's HAFTR 16, Yavneh 14. Rudeman right elbow. Dumps it inside to Steinbrecher. He gets it back outside to Rudeman. They reset. See if they try to find Shore. Cross-court pass to Kleiman. Now Carnett from the corner, in and out. Halfway down, and it bounces out. Would have given Dallas the lead back. Instead, they trail by 2. HAFTR now with the ball. Nice crossover dribble by Barrett. Now in the corner. Tries to dump it down to Weissman. Ball's tipped away. Now here comes Kleiman. Takes it right at Steinberg. Goes up and in. Excuse me, Max Sternberg. Gets it up over him, and the game is tied at 16 with 40 seconds to play. Kleiman is excellent in the open floor. Gets that layup to go. Now Spivak. Dribbles into the defense. Corner to Ben-Simone. Ben-Simone right at Shore. Shore alters the shot, gets the rebound. Now here comes Yavneh. 25 seconds to play in the quarter. Nice bounce pass from Kleiman down to Rudeman. Rudeman puts it up with the left hand and in. And once again, Yavneh has the lead. Lead's changing hands 3 or 4 times here in the first quarter. It's 18-16 Yavneh with 10 seconds to play. Spivak dribbles to the left hand, calling out the offense. 5. Down to 4, puts up a teardrop in the lane, can't get it to go. Good rebound by Shore. I think the clock will probably run out. And after 1 quarter of play, of excellent shooting and good offensive production from both teams, the score at the end of 1 is Yavneh 18, HAFTR 16. If we get 3 more quarters of basketball like this, we're in for a treat. That was some of the better action we've seen here this morning. Again, if anybody in Dallas or New York or anywhere else along the Cooper Invitational Network would like to share anything with the broadcast, you can tweet me at JT on the cards. That's JT on the cards. Or you can feel free to text me at 901-218-4139. If there's anybody whose name I've got wrong, maybe a slight pronunciation issue, or some helpful information, a little background information that you'd like to share with others about a player, or just want to say hello to folks back home, feel free to send it in. We'll get you on the air. 1 quarter in the books. We've got 1 game left to play after this. That will be the championship game that people have been looking forward to. People kind of anticipated all weekend. The North Shore Stars from Long Island playing the Eula Panthers from Los Angeles. Great Neck versus LA. When those 2 cities get together, Katie bar the door. You never know what's going to happen. Back on the floor, Itai Gutman will reinsert for the Bulldogs along with number 5, Zach Schultz, into the ball game. And a sharpshooter for Yavneh. Schoenfeld, number 15, Alex Schoenfeld in the game now for HAFTR, as well as number 44, Matt Rosenberg. Sam Ganack also in the game, as well as Isaac Garber. So liberal substitutions by Coach Honig for the Hawks. Interior pass gets stolen, and here comes Kleiman for the Bulldogs. They lead 18-16, just underway in the second quarter. Kleiman guarded by Rosenberg. Here Gets it over to Carnett. Thinks about the three. Instead, dumps it down to Gutman. Gutman tries to spin. Gets it to Shore. Shore's shot attempt off the glass is no good. Schultz nearly comes away with the rebound. Oh, and then a good find by Kleiman of Gutman along the baseline. Second chance opportunity for the Bulldogs. They lead by 4, 20-16. Rosenberg, a little trouble handling the ball. Gets it out to Schoenfeld. Now here's Garber. Drives along the left side. Now a long three from Rosenberg is no good. The ball's kept alive along and underneath the basket by a couple of Hawks, but they can't come away with it. And now pass is stolen. Outlet pass is stolen by Rosenberg. He gets the ball to go up and roll over the rim for the basket. Nice play by Rosenberg.
Dallas has got to do a better job of protecting the ball like that, and can't really make those turnovers so deep in their court.
Rosenberg did a good job of denying the outlet pass, and the lead is back to 2.
And he does a great job of going to the basket as well. Good body control for Rosenberg.
Now Gutman, guarded by 3 Hawks, gets it over to Carnett. Carnett with a nice, good drive. Now Gutman gets the rebound, puts it back in. That's 4 quick points for Gutman. The lead's back to 4, 22-18 Bulldogs.
Would you say Coach David Zimmerman of the Bulldogs is the best dressed coach in the tournament?
Yeah, I like a guy who comes in a suit, takes it seriously. Good idea by Sam Ganago trying to find a cutting teammate who couldn't get it to him, and now Zach Schultz on the other end can't get it over a couple of taller Hawks.
I'd like to see Kleiman go straight up with that. He made a great little, what do we call it, the Euro step or something? Good crossover move, and he could have really gone right to the basket with that.
4-point lead for Yavneh. There's Schoenfeld driving into the lane. Stops and pops, gets it to roll. Nice shot off the rim. Cuts the lead back to 2. Spivak will check back in for HAFTR on the next whistle. 22-20 Yavneh. Inside to Gutman at the free throw line. He spins, finds Schultz at the right elbow. He doesn't have a shot and brings it out, gets it back into Gutman. Off his hands, but it finds its way to Kleiman. Now a spinning move by Carnett gets it into Gutman. That's 6 in a row for Gutman. And Coach Honig wants a timeout. Yavneh doing a good job of maintaining this 4-point lead. It's been 4-2, 4-2 for a few minutes now. Both teams scoring at a regular pace here in the second quarter. Coach Zimmerman looking resplendent in his gray suit and what looks to be a maroon tie, which I would not be surprised was picked out by his wife, Bethany Zimmerman, the biggest fan of the Yavneh Bulldogs, watching back home in Dallas. Nice to get a little bit more background on Coach Zimmerman. He's been here in Memphis now. This is his 3rd trip, twice here with Yavneh at the Cooper Invitational, and once as
I coached against him at Maccabi.
Representative of Maccabi this past.
Really good coach and an all-around man, just a nice guy. And you know what we know about Bethany, she's also a very sweet person.
Oh, Bethany's great. Now, good job on the interior defense there by Yavneh to deny after a look. And now on the other end, Carnett going full speed ahead, gets fouled, and he'll get 2 shots. Nice aggressive move.
Very good. I like it. He had an opportunity to maybe get it off to one of his teammates, but I think when you're going that strong, just go up strong and go up, right to the basket, and the referees are going to always reward you with a couple of free throws.
Chance to build on this 4-point lead. Carnett's first is nothing but net. Nice shot from the senior guard. Lead is 5, 25-24, 51 to play. Jason Epstein checks in for Yavneh. Second free throw bounces out from Carnett, and the lead is 5. Here comes Spivak for the Hawks. Spivak into the corner to, that was Greenberg. He was under duress. John Greenberg couldn't corral the pass, and then the ball went out of bounds off his hands. Good defense by Yavneh to deny the pass inside. Carnett across the line. Schultz. Full court pass to Schultz in the corner. He's got a foot on the line. It'll be a 2 if it goes, but it doesn't. Nice rebound by Greenberg. Now Spivak gets into their half-court offense. Oh, nice pass to a cutting Ganack, and good job by the referees to recognize the contact and get him the call. Only problem that I would say there, he's got to go up with the right hand. It must be, let's see what he is on the free throw. It looks like he's lefty. So, yeah, he went up with the left hand, that's what allowed the defender to get the ball. If he would have gone up with the right hand, he might have gotten the foul and the bucket. On the right-hand side there, he needs to try to go up right-handed, but going to get 2 from the line. First is good. Lead back to 4. Ori Gutman checks in the ball game for Adam Carnett. So both Gutmans will be on the floor now for Dallas, which will get a little confusing. We'll try to be clear on who's who, but if you're watching at home, you can tell them apart. Etai just a little bit taller. Gelman. Shooter's going to stay in the ball game. Good strategy. 25-21 with a little over 4 minutes to play. Schultz comes across the timeline. Very close to backcourt. Good job by Epstein to get across before he got the ball. Now here's Schultz. Gets it into Gutman. Gutman drives into the lane.
Move.
A little strong off the backboard. Tries to keep it alive, but can't. Now here comes HAFTR. Chance to cut the lead down from 4 to 2 or 1. Barrett sets a pick up high for Spivak. Spivak drives into the lane. Got a foul, I think, on the floor. It's not going to count. Great move. Fouls well in advance of the shot. So now Jordan Gelman will check back in, replacing Sam Ganack. Here's Barrett. Spivak. Spivak drives into the lane, puts up a 15-footer from the free throw line, misses it. Good job on the rebound by Ben Simone. He kicks it back out to Spivak. Another opportunity for the Hawks. Here's Ben Simone. Stutter step inside, and then Barrett rises up from 1.5 feet beyond the three-point line and makes it and cuts the lead back to 1. Now interior pass, fortunately, finds its way to Gutman. Gutman to Gutman, misses it. And then on the rebound, Shore is fouled, gets the bucket to go, and he'll have a chance for another. Great job by Shore to clean up the mess. Chance for a three-point play.
For those of you listening in, we've got the Tier 1 championship after this, and I see Coach Steinmetz and Coach Hammy over in the stands just kind of talking to each other. I know they played with each other at YU. Both played on the YU basketball squad and remained good friends ever since. So
nice job by Shore there to convert on that three-point play, by the way. Coach Steinmetz, Coach Zimmerman has coached these Yavneh Bulldogs, many of these players, for a long time. He actually used to coach with SMU.
Really?
I'm being told. Well, the long, illustrious line of Jewish basketball coaches at SMU.
Southern Methodist.
Now Larry Brown there. Long Jewish Methodist connection there. I'm not really sure what a Methodist is, to be honest with you. I know they use the method. That's where the name comes from. But anyway, now the other way, Gutman.
Oh, nice move. Oh, and he just can't finish.
The nice job by Ori Gutman to get inside, but he can't get the shot to go. But Dallas does a great job on the offensive boards, gives himself another opportunity. Up 4. Schultz for 3. Almost gets it to go, but it's off the back iron. Another opportunity. Here's Gutman again into his older brother. He goes up, puts a nice right-handed shot off the glass. The lead is 6, 30-24, under 2 to play in the first half.
Good ball movement there, keeping it alive, getting second chance points.
Now here's Spivak between the circles. Gets a pick from Barrett. Drives into the lane. Kicks it out into the corner. Three-pointer off the front iron. Great job by Levy, who's in the ball game. Can't get his second shot attempt to go. And now Spivak puts it up. Oh, and that one rolls out. A little unlucky here for HAFTR. Some good opportunities there underneath the basket and just balls bouncing out. That was Justin Levy. First look we've had of him today. That was a tough break there for HAFTR. Now on this end, Ori Gutman rises up and hits a jumper along the baseline, and the lead is 8. HAFTR needs to try to cut this lead down a bit here as we approach halftime. Just over a minute to play in the first half.
Everything's in and out for HAFTR right now.
Can't get anything to fall, and a good job by the Gutman brothers to dominate on the boards there. And here comes Epstein across the timeline. Lead is 8 for Yavneh. Here's Ori Gutman at the left elbow, guarded by Ben Simone. Now Gutman, finds a cutting Schultz.
Great pass.
Running Coach Zimmerman's office to perfection, and the lead is 10. Got exactly what they wanted. Schultz, who's really kind of a three-point specialist, but he found the open spot on the floor, which was right under the basket, and put in the easy layup. Now Spivak drives, gives off. Looks like a three-point play opportunity for Jordan Gelman as he got the bucket and the foul, and he'll have a chance to cut the lead down to 7.
Great pass by Spivak, driving into the lane, then dumping it down to Gelman, who went in for the finish and the foul. And on the other end, Coach Zimmerman, how lucky can you be to have such a big fellow like Gutman who can run the floor, get the ball up at the free throw line, and make great pass. That was a great soft pass down to Schultz on that last play.
I was kind of wondering about this, but apparently Jordan Gelman is a grandson of the Dr. Gelman, lived here in Memphis back. I don't know if you remember back in the 70s. Give me a little help there. Is this Eric Gelman's son? I was actually a classmate of David Gelman back in those days. Now on this end, looks like Epstein gets the rebound, puts it back up, gets fouled. He'll go to the line for 2 with 1.4 to play in the first half. I guess Gelman missed the free throw down on the other end. I was wondering if that was, you remember Dr. Gelman? They dive into the Entree Soir Bethel Emmett. Lived over north of Walnut Grove in that area over there, just off of off of Oak Grove, in that kind of area over there. So yes, a little younger than you, not the same age group. Both free throws made by Epstein. That builds the lead back up to 10. See if HAFTR can get a shot off here at the buzzer. That would have counted if it goes, but it's a little off the mark. So at the end of one half of play, the score, Yavneh 36, HAFTR 26. 10-point lead for the Bulldogs. See if HAFTR can make some adjustments at halftime to cut into this lead. Yavneh put together a little run in the second quarter to create some separation between them and HAFTR. HAFTR's going to stay in the gym for halftime. Really short halftime breaks here as we're trying to get the tournament moving along. One final game to play, which will be our championship game between the North Shore Stars and the Eula Panthers. That'll be coming your way probably at approximately 1:30 Central Time. This game featured some early sharpshooting by both teams as they exchanged three-pointers on both ends of the floor. Second quarter was a little bit more of an offensive struggle, but Yavneh had the better of it, and they find themselves with a 10-point lead. So after two stanzas, Yavneh 36, HAFTR 26. We'll be right back with the second half in just a few minutes. halftime clock ticking down to about a minute and a half. One thing I always wonder about when coaches wearing those suits, you see them sweat through those things a lot, and certainly has to drive the dry cleaning bill up. Although in this instance, I don't know what the air conditioner is set on here in the gym at the Jewish Community Center, but I am freezing, so I think it's difficult to get a sweat on unless you're out there actually playing, because it is chilly at the moment. No question. Cold front coming through here at the Jewish Community Center. Coach Zimmerman sitting down with his squad to my right. Coach Honig has been meeting with his HAWKS all during halftime in the corner. Going to have to work on something to stop this Yavneh offense. One of the problems is they do a good job on the offensive boards, and he's going to have to figure out a way to keep the Gutmans and Shore off of those. He kind of looks like a Kleinman, or his son kind of looks like him. Getting some info of that one of the Yavneh parents played as a quarterback at Auburn. Yavneh enjoying a 10-point lead at halftime, and they'll have the ball to start the second half. Looks like David Steinbrecher might be coming in starting the second half. We didn't see him all the first half. Look for him to try to spot up from three. He's on the floor with Shore, Gutman, Kleinman, and Rudeman. So Steinbrecher in the game in place of Carnett. Meanwhile, for HAFTR, we've got, I have a little trouble. The numbers are skewed for me, but it's like Spivak, Sternberg, Weissman. Is that Benzakin, I think, in the ball game now? Yeah. And Barrett's. Just like I said, Steinbrecher immediately spots up from three, gets a good look, but can't get it to fall. So HAFTR has a chance to cut into this 10-point lead. Here's Barrett's. Sends it over to, that's going to be over and back, as Benzakin couldn't corral the pass, went off his ankle and over the half-court line. Again, we have a slightly undersized court, so you don't have as much room for error on that type of play. So now here's Kleinman for the Bulldogs across the timeline. Got Rudeman to his left, Steinbrecher to his right. Shore flashes at the free throw line. Gutman posting up down low on Benzakin. Rudeman flashed briefly open along the baseline. They didn't get it to him. Now here's Kleinman dribbling to his right. Gets it over to Rudeman. Rudeman spotting up for three. Nearly good, but a great job on the offensive boards from Itai Gutman. And I talked about at halftime while you were briefly away, Stuart, that they're going to have to figure out a way to keep him off the offensive glass.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lead is 12. Spivak tries to penetrate, can't get anything. Didn't sound good. Now here's Sternberg over to Spivak. Now Barrett's top of the key, guarded by Rudeman. He circles around left, tries to find a cutter, can't get to him. Sternberg guarded. Look how far Gutman is away from the basket now. You might want to take advantage of that if you're HAFTR. Now a great dump down from Spivak to Benzakin. He converts the layup, cuts the lead back to 10. Kleinman the other way quickly. Off the rim, rebounded by Gutman. That's his second straight putback.
Yeah, he's starting to assert himself more now.
4 second chance points for Gutman here to start the second half. The lead is 12, 40-28. Spivak at the center circle. Dribbles right. Gets it inside to Weissman. Nice ball movement by HAFTR. Spivak can't get the left-hander to go. And then the ball goes out of bounds off of HAFTR. It'll be Yavneh basketball. (40-28), 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Rudeman had Gutman down low, didn't get it to him. Now Shore in the lane. I think he got a 3-second call. I was about to say it before the whistle blew. It looked like he actually had two guys in there. And again, that wasn't necessarily a camping out situation. It was just sort of a play that broke down.
Well, no, and also on the dump down when Shore got it, he kind of fumbled with it a little bit. And so I think Gutman may have got stuck watching the paint dry.
40-28, under 6 to play. Sternberg. Now Spivak brings the ball back out. Interesting that they've got Gutman on Spivak. It sort of takes Gutman away from the basket on defense, but
well, but also not only that, he can't stay with Spivak.
Yeah, I mean I might see a switch on that. Nice pass down low to Rudeman, and he does a good job of converting on the other end. Kleiman with like a half-court pass from all the way out of the timeline to Rudeman along the baseline. He converts to lead back to 12. HAFTR cannot break the barrier of 10.
Shift coach Zimmerman's also asking why. There you go. Good job by Kleiman to recognize.
Yeah.
There you go. Now you're much better.
But
I think Barrett's can probably take him as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good job of getting an open look around the free throw line for Sternberg there. He just can't make it.
Nice ball movement. Oh, and there's Gutman again for the garbage. They don't have an answer. They just don't have an answer for him.
What do we get there? It looks like officials timeout. Now Carnett's going to check back in. Doesn't get a chance. I think Coach Zimmerman told him to hold on a second. He wanted to let things play out a little bit longer. 44-30. Now here's Spivak for a three. What HAFTR really could have used that. I mean, you can always use a three, but right here they just really need to find some way to break into this Yavneh lead. And then Kleiman, so offensive and assertive on the other end, goes up, and he can go up either left hand or right hand with equal dexterity.
Yeah.
Gets that one to go. Now it's a 16-point lead. Coach Honig's got to stop the stem the tide right here and figure out a way to get some stops and some points on the offensive side. They've gotten some looks here. They haven't been able to shoot the ball as well as they did in the first half.
Yeah, nothing's falling for them right now. And also Dallas has had an opportunity of just making layups pretty much with Gutman with the putbacks or Kleiman on the drives. So good opportunities there right now for Dallas to extend this lead. And as you say, HAFTR's going to have to start getting some of these shots to fall.
Coach Zimmerman working with his teammates. Very rabbinical in his outlook. You know, he comes from a long line of rabbis, and you can see that kind of temperament on the sidelines from him. He's very, very cerebral. Rarely one of these coaches who does a lot of shouting. If he gets loud, there's a purpose to it. It's not, he's not just screaming. He's trying to get a point across, just like you would, in a drusha. And that's kind of the way he coaches. Does a really nice job on the sidelines. Again, we've had great experience with him. We've seen him a lot here in Memphis, and always nice to have them as a representative of the Dallas community. Hope the Yavneh fans are enjoying the broadcast back in Dallas. And great start to this game. We're halfway through the third quarter. Dallas enjoying the biggest lead of the day at 46-30. Spivak across the timeline at the center circle. Greenberg now in the ball game for HAFTR. Spivak.
The assistant coach for HAFTR is 4 feet on the court right now. Oh, nice pass.
Great pass and a great cut by John Greenberg.
Good pass by Barrett.
Carnett.
All three of them.
A little quick on that three. And now a chance for HAFTR to cut it back down to 12 or 11. Barrett drives along the baseline. Sends it to Greenberg in the corner. Barrett gets the ball back, goes up for three. It's short. And Shore, very tough to get rebounds over Shore, and Gutman inside for Dallas. What a... If we were talking about the quarterback, that's really a quarterback tap play right there, Kleiman. He sees the opportunity, tries to get it down there. Pass just doesn't ultimately find the mark, but I think it was the right play. Just couldn't get it to find the spot. Now Spivak. Spivak thinks about the three and instead pass to Barrett along the baseline. Oh, and that one rolls home. Good job from Barrett. Gets rewarded with the roll. Now the lead back to 12. Started to get a little bit out of hand here, but HAFTR does a nice job of answering with 4 points. Gets it back to 12. Plenty of time left. No reason to rush, and then going to get a turnover on this end.
And that's what they need to do. They need to step up the defense a little bit and cause some turnovers. But to have to score, cut this to single digits by the end of the third quarter here.
2:30 to play in the third. Spivak running the floor for Kleiman. Great hand.
His pocket.
A nice spin move. And then that's going to be an unnecessary foul there by, I think that's Greenberg. Kind of a foul after the shot, really. Well, it was too late there to challenge. Had to just give those 2 points up.
Yeah. Good hustle there by Kleiman. Just stole the ball and good body control. Nice spin. Stayed strong with the layup. Now for the unconventional, or the traditional
three-point play.
Almost unconventional nowadays.
Right. Nice job by Kleiman. And he almost has another steal there. Lead is 15. Steinbrecher doing a nice job of hounding on defense. David Steinbrecher. The elbow. Barrett goes inside and gets fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Chance for HAFTR to score with the clock stopped. Minute 59 to play in the third. They trail by 15. Again, plenty of time left. Barrett's at the line. His first is short. Step to the line for the second. That one he gets the roll over the front iron and in. Lead back to 14. Under 2 to play in the third. Kleiman up court. Not sure if they're saying trap. Yeah, I think they'd like to see the defense spring a trap on them. I'm just not sure if that's going to be effective against Kleiman. Opens and Kleiman tries to get it into Gutman. The pass is a little bit high. Coach Zimmerman said he's over-committing. He's got to take what the defense is giving you there. Oh, and then Gutman looked like he had a nice clean block up high, but I think he's getting called for a foul underneath. Matt Rosenberg will go to the line for 2. So again, HAFTR with another opportunity to score with the clock stopped, and we're going to see Noah Weiss for the first time today for Yavneh. Like his eyewear. I think I'm taking my opportunity to say the begoggled Noah Weiss. I got to get that in at least once a day.
At least once a day.
Yeah. Weiss takes the place of Gutman. He'll sit. Coach Zimmerman gives him some instruction. Rosenberg makes both, and the lead is back to 12, 49-37. So again, HAFTR hanging around. Plenty of time left. A minute and a half to go in the third. Carnett back in the ballgame as well for Dallas. Here's Kleiman. Probably should have just gone up with that.
Yeah.
He worked his way into an open shot, but I think he had already decided on the pass. His teammate wasn't ready for it, and it goes out of bounds. So a chance to cut it to 10 or 9 here for HAFTR. Barrett's got to be careful about the trap. Comes across the timeline, guarded by Shore. Tries to take it at him. Goes in with the left hand. No good. Shore gets the rebound. Great defensive play by Shore. Both
good defense here. Sold the ground and he walked. Good defense here. It was a good drive also by Barrett, but he just Shore just had a good defense on that one.
Turnover gives the ball back to HAFTR. Short rotation right now for HAFTR. Oh, an open 3 is good for Ari Barrett, and the lead is 9. First time we've been under double digits, I believe, here in the second half. Let's see if Yavneh answers. We go under a minute in the third. Climbing. Hands the ball off to Carnett. He's got Weiss open. He's fouled. He's trying to get it down to Weiss, and he got fouled on the floor. Adam Steinbecker will check in. Replacing Weiss, so we've got 2 Steinbreckers on the floor. 2 Steinbreckers, no Gutmans. Interesting. Kleiman. Oh, great.
Oh, great play.
Fantastic inbounds play to Shore. Needs to convert there. Coach Zimmerman wipes his face in angst and disgust as we go down 2:40. Chance for HAFTR to inch even closer here. Spivak right at the defense, gets fouled and makes the bucket. We'll have a chance for a 3-point play.
Excellent.
I think Steinbrecher got him across the neck.
Yeah. Spivak with a great kind of a stutter step dribble, and then was able to get past his man and then Steinbrecher just couldn't step in time.
Actually, his foul was actually on Kleiman. I
okay.
thought I saw Steinbrecher, but whatever the case was, just a strong, quick move from Spivak, and the lead will be 6 if he can make the free throw, which he does. So 3-point play on this end gives HAFTR's on probably like an 8-0 run here or so, and the lead is back to 6, 49-43. Kleiman attacks, gives it to Steinbrecher in the corner. Doesn't take the 3-point shot. Get it back to him. He's got an open look. He doesn't take it. He's got his brother on the other end. Now Kleiman in the corner. Thinks about the 3. Dribbles out of it. Takes it over. More of an elbow 3 and gets it to go. That's a great answer for Dallas. Their lead is back to 9, 52-43. 8 seconds left in the quarter. Spivak driving the lane. I think that's going to be a good... Oh, that's a very, very difficult charge call there. He was going around him and just sort of a glancing blow with the defender, basically bumping into him.
It's a bad call.
That's really a tough call. And then Kleiman for 3. That would have counted if it went, but it's off the back iron. So at the end of 3 quarters of play, thanks to a late Kleiman 3 after HAFTR cut it all the way down to 6, Yavneh instead leads by 9. It's Yavneh 52, HAFTR 43. And we'll see what HAFTR will be able to do here in the 4th quarter. Interesting, both Gutmans on the floor there, so that takes away a little bit of their advantage. Off the floor. So wouldn't be surprised if Coach Zimmerman puts at least one of them back in the ballgame here to start the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the foul situation. Etai might have 3 fouls, which might have been the reason why he sat. But certainly one advantage that allowed Yavneh to build the big lead early on was the domination on the boards on both ends and getting second chance opportunities. But right now they lead by 9. HAFTR will have the ball to start the 4th quarter, though. See if they can get points early. Try to get this game down to, say, a 4 or 5 point game midway through the 4th and have a strong finish. Yeah, that was a very, very difficult charge call there on that end. Call block would have given, I guess it wouldn't have been shots either way because it
no, it wouldn't have been right.
But
it's more momentum than anything else.
Denied HAFTR a last-second chance there in the end of the 3rd quarter. Same 5 at the end of the 3rd quarter come out to start the 4th for the Bulldogs. Shore, Kleiman, Carnett, and both Steinbrechers for the Bulldogs.
I'd like to see kind of a bigger crowd out here as the championship game between Eula and North Shore is going to be a whale of a ball game in my opinion. I think it's going to be a really good game. And
I think you'll see some people start to filter in here shortly. People might be out enjoying the Holy Cow Fair in the lobby here. And now Isaac Garber in the game for the first time in the 2nd half for HAFTR. He's got Rosenberg out there with turnover. Now here's Carnett the other way. Kind of forces the foul, jumps into the defender. Good job. Certainly not a charge. Garber says, my bad. A little bit of a sloppy pass allowed the turnover, and Carnett had the break. Wasn't able to make the layup, but it'll go to the line for 2. Gets it to go. Lead is 10.
This Dallas team is very well coached and a sound basketball team. Good fundamentals.
Barretts gets the rebound on the miss from Carnett, and the lead is 10. Now Garber. Surprised Spivak's not on the floor, but maybe needed a bit of a rest. Rosenberg misses the layup. Rebounded by Greenberg. Garber to Greenberg in the corner. Over to Rosenberg. Here's Garber. Corner. Barretts. 3, good! Cuts the lead back to 7. Confident shooting from Isaac Garber, the senior guard. Oh, now here's a steal. Excuse me, that was Barretts who hit the 3. My bad. Now here's Barretts. Ball's tipped away from him, and then he tries to get Garber, and the ball goes out of bounds. All right, Barretts. That would have been huge if they could have cut the lead to 5 there with a layup. They had a fast break.
Coach Zimmerman is not happy with Kleiman right now as he's been pushing the issue, and he doesn't really need to. He could just slow the ball down.
Carnett gets Gets it over to Rudiman. Rudiman's jumper goes in and out. Rebounded by Weissman. Now Barrett nearly has his pocket picked by Rudiman. Rudiman looks back at his bench and kind of a sly look.
Gonna get no help there, buddy.
Now here's Garber. Wondering if Garber is an offspring of Jeremy Garber, who was quite a good ball player himself back in my day. Get some help from the HAFTR crowd on that one. Now here's Rosenberg to trigger the inbounds to Barrett. His three is short. Garber tries to keep the rebound alive, unable to do so. Now here's Kleiman for the Bulldogs. See Leonard Lubin in the house getting ready to watch his cousin Avery Lubin in the championship game coming up shortly. Cross-court pass to Rudiman along the baseline, right at the defense, goes up, gets blocked. Nice job by Weissman on the boards for HAFTR. Here they come, only down 7, 6:10 to play, plenty of time. Rosenberg in the corner along the baseline, tries to go up the reverse, can't get it to go, didn't have enough momentum.
Didn't have enough momentum to get that going.
And then Rudiman is fouled on the other end by Garber. That will send Rudiman to the line for 2. 7-point lead, exactly 6 minutes to play here in the 4th. You actually see some of the other teams actually starting to filter into the gym as well, Stewart, in anticipation for the championship game. First free throw from Rudiman is good. Garber takes a seat and Spivak checks back in.
Looks like maybe this is Gutman down here coming in for the shooter, possibly.
Here's Rudiman's second. Oh, in and out. No good. Nice rebound by Weissman. Lead is 8. 54-46. Yavneh. HAFTR with the ball. Rosenberg into the lane. It's wide open. Kicks into the corner. Now Spivak with an open three from the elbow. Short. Nice job by Spivak to corral the long rebound. Bounce out. He got it after one bounce. There's Greenberg. Back to Spivak, top of the key. Weissman tries to post up. Might have been able to get it to him there over Kleiman if he would pass it. And then Spivak gets fouled, I believe, by, is it Shore? Either Shore or Steinbrecher. Go to the line for 2. Chance to score with the clock stopped. Foul was on, I think he had 2-3. Was that Kleiman?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they.
Think he was even near there.
I think he's got the wrong. I think he had the wrong. I'm not sure how many Kleiman has, but that could be an issue. Steinbrecher is going to sit, as well as Rudiman and Steve Levine and Itai Gutman check back in for Dallas. I think that's actually our first look at Steve Levine today. Gannett comes in for HAFTR, replacing Greenberg.
Sorely need these free throws.
Good job by Spivak, makes both, and lead is back to 6. Now here's Yavneh, other end, only up 6 now, 5:15 to play. HAFTR has slowly but surely pecked their way back into this ball game. He's got to worry about the 5-second call, yeah?
He's going to get it, absolutely.
Count was on, needs to recognize it, and needs to penetrate.
Absolutely.
We talked about that the other day, Stewart.
It's a good call.
Kind of dribbled around. Spivak throws it in to Gannett. I did get a confirmation on the Garber relation. I went to BMT with Jeremy Garber, and he was a whale of a ball player, played at HAFTR himself back in the day. See if Garber gets back on the floor here for the Hawks. They trail by 6, just under 5 to play. Anyone's ball game at this point. Barrett tries to drive on Levine. I think it was a call on Levine.
I think Dallas has like maybe 3 fouls to give.
I think might be the 4th foul. Oh, it's now up to 6. They've picked up some in the last few minutes here. So that'll be shooting the next time for HAFTR. They trail by 6. Left elbow Spivak. Skip pass to Barrett. His 3 is good! Nothing but net from Ari Barrett. He's cut the lead in half, back to 3. Closest we've been since the first quarter. HAFTR only down 3 with 4.5 to play. Yavneh Good job on calling the timeout there from Kleinman. And it looks almost as if they're just being very tentative on offense. They were just running on all cylinders early, and
I'm not sure what's going on right now. Kleinman needs to kind of penetrate to the basket and then kick off to either Shore or Gutman, and unfortunately that's just not happening. And he's holding the ball out and he's getting in a trap situation right there. He had to burn a timeout just to, he was too close to the timeline.
Right.
Then the trap, and all of a sudden he really had nowhere to go, so he had to call a timeout.
Yeah, it almost looks like they're trying to sit on this lead, and they've seen a 15-point lead dwindle all the way down to 3, and I think they need to really reignite their offense because they were very tough to stop in the early going.
Absolutely, and then kudos to Coach Honig on the HAFTR side as he's able to, keep his team patient, just chip away and do the right things, and that's what they've done. And you're right, now they find themselves only down by 3, 4:30 to go here, so it's anybody's basketball game.
Gnack, Weissman, Spivak, Rosenberg, and Barrett's on the floor for HAFTR. Shore, both Gutmans, Carnett, and Kleinman for the Bulldogs of Yavneh. Here's Carnett. Dumps it into Shore. Shore had it but didn't shoot it. Now Kleinman. Ball gets tipped away by Rosenberg. Looks like it might have gone off of Kleinman. Referee says ball stays with Yavneh.
99% of the time, you're not going to get that call.
Well, look like it's kind of thing where he sort of maybe half fouled him, but he didn't call a foul. He's just going to give the ball back to Yavneh.
Yeah.
And ball's going to be turned over by Carnett.
Yeah.
Pressure defense from Rosenberg. Dribbles it off his foot.
Again, I'm not understanding why Kleinman doesn't have the ball in that situation. Kind of a crazy 2.5 minutes here, really.
Like you said, nice job by HAFTR just getting back into this ball game. Looked like it might get away from them early on. It came all the way back. We could have a 2-camera setup over here for the championship.
Either that or they're replacing one or the other. I don't know what's going on. The guys in the truck are doing a great job here. I just want to say that.
It looks like they're setting up another camera that they brought over from the other court for the championship
game. The whole
game.
video crew has just done a whale of a job this entire week.
Yeah.
So you guys in the truck, we call it in the truck. They're actually in the sports and fitness office, but it sounds much better when we say in the truck. But the producers and the directors and everybody have just done a great job this whole week.
Not to pat ourselves on the back, but we feel like the production has really been
really
excellent, and we hope you've enjoyed it back wherever you are listening and watching across this country. Rosenberg made the first of 2, and if he makes the second, we'll have a 1-point game. Yavneh has allowed HAFTR to claw back into it. Second one is long. Ooh, Rosenberg or Weissman nearly had the rebound for HAFTR. Yavneh with the lead by 2. Kleinman comes across the timeline. Picked up there by Rosenberg. Now Carnett circling to his right. Gets it to Gutman, far from the basket. Now Carnett, he's got Ori Gutman down along the baseline, doesn't get it to him. Spivak, nice job on defense. Now Shore in the corner, gets it to Gutman. He dribbles right into Barrett, and Barrett's is called for. That was a poor. I'm not going to disagree with the HAFTR bench saying that he felt that was a poor call.
Kind of like
just turned right into the defense.
Turned into him, yeah.
There's definitely some contact there. You certainly can't say there's no foul called there, but you kind of reward the offensive player when the defensive player made the better play. Good job getting the ball in by Kleinman. Gutman came to the ball and gave it back to him. Now Kleinman dribbles into the corner, gets it out to Shore. Shore could have penetrated, didn't. Now here's that Gutman in the corner for 3. Oh, goes in and out. Ori Gutman had a look at 3. It went halfway down and bounced out. And then out of bounds off of Shore. And now here comes HAFTR. Chance to tie or take the lead. They trail by 2. Clock ticks towards 3 minutes in the fourth quarter. 54-52 Yavneh. Rosenberg, right elbow. Dribbles towards the lane. Pass to Weissman goes off his hands. Steal for Yavneh. Up court, Carnett. Cut off by Rosenberg. Now Spivak. Excuse me. Kleinman. My team's mixed up now.
Oh, good block.
Great pass.
No, I think it was a block by Barrett. But it came, whatever happened, Gutman got it.
Right to Gutman. He's going to go to the free throw line where he's got to convert from the stripe. Lead is 2.
But But again, HAFTR, after digging all the way back here, they just can't afford to have the turnovers they're having right now.
Goodman misses the first, but still a 2-point game. He'll have one more. Rudeman ready to check in. He comes in for number 14, Ori Gutman. It's a battle for 5th place. Both teams looking as if they're playing for a championship. Playing very hard, battling for this win. Gutman makes the second, and the lead is 3. Still a 1-possession game, under 3 to play in the 4th. Spivak across the timeline, gets a pick from Weissman. Spivak goes right at the defense, goes up and gets fouled. Can't get the shot to go, but he'll have 2 free throws.
Both of these teams are 2-1, correct?
Correct.
Correct. Okay, so the first loss was in Tier 1. Right.
Win,
okay.
loss, win for these teams.
I got you. Okay.
Here's Spivak. Chance to cut the lead to 1 if he can make both of these 2 free throws. Makes the first. Now John Greenberg will check back in for Sam Gnack.
Spivak's got a good-looking game.
Spivak made the first. He'll have another chance to cut it back to 1. 55-53, pending the outcome of this free throw. It's up and perfect. Lead is back to 1. 55-54. 2.5 to play in the final quarter. Excluding overtime, of course. Kleiman hands off to Rudeman. Rudeman nearly slips. His court seems like it's getting a little slick right now. Oh, Kleiman down the middle of the court. Nice job. Good job by Dallas there to keep the ball in the middle of the court and not get on the sidelines where they get a trap.
And you're only down by 1 with 2:20 to go. I'm not so sure that HAFTR has to play the defense that they're playing right now. They're still reaching like they're down by 7 or 8, like they think they've got to make something happen. They can just play good, solid defense.
Interesting here, they puts in Jason Epstein for Gutman. Again, might be trying to protect Gutman from fouls on the defensive end. Kleiman makes the first. The lead is back to 2. Steps up for the second. That one is off the front iron. Can't get the roll to go. Short, keeps it alive on the rim. That one doesn't fall. So the lead is 2. Spivak, chance to tie. 3 would give HAFTR the lead. Ball comes to Barrett. Probably their best 3-point shooting weapon. He's guarded by Rudeman. Dribbles down inside the 3-point line. Goes up.
Yeah,
they get called for charge. I think that was a good call right there as the defender.
That's a good call.
Defender got to the spot.
I mean, it developed, and it was a good call. I mean, that's an easy call. Sorry. I mean, that totally.
Good drive by Barrett.
Right.
But the defender got there.
Clearly before Barrett's jumped.
I don't know if I saw who the defender was who stepped in, but it's a good job. You don't see much. You haven't seen much of that here in this tournament. Used to see more at this level, but Isaac Krupp is one of the best at drawing the charges. Always stepped in. And Spivak on the other end. I was going to say that was on the ground. How many does Kleiman have? Because so it'll be another 1-1. Kleiman keeps on getting. I think every time they call foul in black, they keep on giving it to Kleiman.
Well, what I don't understand is how is that not on the shot?
Yeah. Spivak, tough miss there. 1:45 to play. So an opportunity gone by. Oh, and this ball is a good chance of being stolen, but instead Greenberg's going to get called for a foul. Not a bad foul. It's going to send Rudeman to the line. I believe it's another 1-1. Double bonus, so Rudeman will have 2 here.
Double bonus and both going both ways now.
Rudeman's first is short, so again, that was probably not a bad foul.
Okay, but now HAFTR has to box out.
Yeah.
But he brings Gutman out.
I think he knows he's losing some of the rebounding ability, but he wants to make sure he doesn't lose Gutman here. Gutman might have 4. I know he's got 3. Trying to protect him on the defensive end. Rudeman does a nice job of making the second. 1 of 2 from the free throw line, though, so the lead is only 3. 1:35 to play. Spivak across the timeline. It's to Barrett. Barrett's charged his last time. Gets it inside to Weissman. Ball swings around to Spivak. Spivak penetrates, kicks it out. Now he gets the ball back. They find Barrett for the three. Spotting up from the elbow. He gets it to go and tie ball game. They were looking for it and they got it. And nothing you can do about that if you're Dallas. They did a fine job on defense, but HAFTR did a whale of a job of passing it until they finally got Barrett. And he actually didn't get the initial open look because of a good job of closing by the defender, but he stepped around it and then found the three-pointer from the elbow, gets it the tie with 1:13 to play. Now what do you look for from Dallas?
Well, I expect the ball in Kleiman's hands, and I'm assuming he's going to bring Gutman back in, and I see Kleiman just has to penetrate down the lane and either make something happen and could draw a foul or draw the defenders and dump it down to Gutman or to Ari Shore for the the layup. But you really got to have the ball in Kleiman's hands now. I don't think there's any question about that.
Production crew feverishly trying to wire up the second camera for the championship game. I guess I figured they have it out here anyway. Might as well use it.
Might as well.
Love the question and answer from the HAFTR coach. How many timeouts do I have left? 2, correct? Kind of like the Jedi mind trick. I've got 2 timeouts left. 57 all. Just over a minute to play. Kleiman gives it to Gutman. Now back to Kleiman. He's guarded by Rosenberg. Now Gutman. Dallas might try to hold for the last, but it's difficult at this level with the defensive pressure to hold the ball for that long. Now Carnett along the baseline. Goes in. Goes up. Loses the ball. Gets it back and then turns it over. And then fouled with no call. Here's Kleiman behind the back. Maybe a little bit too fancy, but Rudiman gets the shot to go, and the lead is 2 for Dallas.
Yeah, it was a bad pass by, I think it was
I thought
Greenberg.
he got fouled, I think. It looked like Dallas just grabbed him on the pass. Now, and then
No, it went off of Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Rosenberg lost the ball, but fortunately for him, it went off of a Bulldog foot. And we're going to have, interesting, he sends in Levine for Carnett. Perhaps Levine a little bit better defender for the Bulldogs. Carnett will sit. 30.7 to play. Bulldogs up 2. Inbounds pass comes to Spivak. He's got Greenberg out on top. Dribbles along the left elbow. Pulls it back out. I'm surprised they haven't called a timeout yet here to set something up. Nothing really developing for the Hawks. Into the lane. Nice pass. Up and under. Oh my gosh, cannot get the reverse to go. Now they need a foul. They need a foul in a hurry. There's 10 seconds left. And then Coach Zimmerman does a great job of calling timeout, preventing them from the foul.
That's a great play.
It's a fantastic play. I'm not sure who that was who missed.
That was Rosenberg to Greenberg, I believe.
Someone had a really nice drive along the baseline.
Really nice drive.
Ball goes in and out.
And Josh Kahane tells us that right after this ball game, we had the three-point shooting championship. Who?
So a representative of the North Shore Stars, who actually are playing in the championship game, versus someone from Memphis, the Cooper School.
That would be Itkowitz.
Is Itkowitz.
Point shooter be Josh Cohen.
No, isn't it the Paul kid? Or am I thinking of a different team?
I'm not sure. Josh, who is it? Itkowitz versus who?
What's his name? Paul? Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're right, Josh.
He doesn't play as much in regular action,
but he's a three-point shooting maven.
Three-point sharpshooter. So that will be. We'll just stay on the air here and describe that.
Josh, you going dual camera for the finals? You going dual camera for the finals?
You got 4 cameras. You got 2 backcourt cameras and the 2 sideline cameras.
Might as well also have 4 referees. You got them.
Right.
Use them.
9. And then the foul. And then Carnett. Good job there by Weissman to get the 8.1 to play. Carnett's going to have to hit free throws.
And you got to get Gutman and Shore back in here for defensive purposes.
He had an all-guard lineup in there just now. The danger of that would have been, though, if you would have gotten a turnover, then you would have had nobody to rebound any misses by.
Well,
after.
no, yeah, but I mean,
you can't coach that way.
You know, you got to coach. You got to assume your kids are well trained enough to get the ball in bounds.
first.
Oh,
Cornette's
nice.
good. Nice job.
That is really nice.
Can
That's-
almost ice it with another one here and make it a 2-possession game without the clock stopping on makes and having to go full court. But very difficult for HAFTR to come back from
If
a
he makes
4-point
this
deficit.
one, I might say this a la Morris Thomas. That was clutch.
Gets it to go, and that was nice job by Cornette. And Coach Zimmerman calls a timeout.
Excellent. I like the use of the timeouts here by Coach Zimmerman. One, to set up an inbounds play, and then now set up your defense. Really good. And with down four with 8 seconds left, there's really not a lot HAFTR can do here. They're going to have to advance quickly. They got to go for the three.
But without the clock, I guess you have to score and then call a timeout because the clock doesn't stop.
The clock's not going to stop. And if you don't have any, they
really don't have to bring the ball back in, assuming.
Well, right, they do have timeouts left. So you need to make a three, timeout, then steal or foul, and
it's gonna take
to extend like this.
It's gonna take something just short of an ace in order for HAFTR to flip this one. But it was a great game. They tied it up on that three from Barrett, and then got a great look.
Right, and the question is this was just an instance where they spent so much energy on coming back from 15 down to just not being able to get over the hump once they got there.
So,
Assistant Committee Chairman Jonathan Wogan stepping into the booth for a moment.
Getting ready for the final.
Now it'd be nice if he steps out of the booth.
Yeah. See what HAFTR's got to get the ball up court extremely quickly.
Token pressure here by Dallas. You don't want to let them just roll the ball down to half court.
Kleiman watching Spivak. Spivak's played a great game. Really, I can't think of anyone who didn't play well.
No, it was a well-played basketball game.
Not too many turnovers. Good shooting. Oh, you don't have time for that. Oh my gosh, wasting valuable time. Spivak gets it up court. Quick three for Barrett. It's just short, and then Gutman's going to get the rebound, and the clock's going to go out. And Dallas does a nice job with finishing on a two-game winning streak. They finished 3-1. They will finish here in Memphis with third place. And HAFTR will take sixth place. But really, both these teams, this I think probably ends up being my favorite game of the tournament so far. Both teams played hard and well, good shooting, good defense, good coaching. Yavneh comes away victorious, 61-57 over the HAFTR Hawks. All right, so three-point shooting competition championship, followed by Tier 1 championship between the North Shore Stars and the Eula Panthers. We'll be back with that in just a moment.